Hello everyone, this is Sajid Khod and I welcome you all to my channel Creative Tutorials with a very big heart. Okay dear children, as usual, before actually starting with our question, let us begin with one funny joke. Peter, after coming home from school, says that, Daddy, I got 100 marks in school today. Father becomes very happy and says, Wow, that's wonderful. For what did you get 100 in? Peter takes a long breath and says 30 marks for mathematics, 50 marks for English, and 20 marks for science. Altogether, 100 marks. Okay, and after listening to this, he got nice pastings from his father because his father thought that he scored 100 out of 100 individually in mathematics, in science, in English and all. Okay, but in actual, it was not so. Okay, so with that funny joke, let's begin with our today's question. We are on question number 1 of our practice set 1.4, okay, which is in the form of activity. Okay, see, dear children, I have written everything on board in advance for you. Okay, and I have just kept the boxes empty wherever you want to fill it up. And this part also, if you see, I had not erased my previous videos drawing or construction part of our root 2. Okay, this I had done it deliberately so that it becomes very easier for you to understand the consecutive questions. Okay, consecutive numbers, how to plot other irrational numbers on number line. Okay, so whatever part is required for this question, I have made that corrections accordingly. Like for example, if you see clearly in our question, point 0 is O. Point O is at 0. Okay. Then point Q is at root 2. Okay. Then C is our root 3. Alright. And this perpendicular at root 2 is point R. Whatever namings I had given in my previous video to show root 2 on the number line, I have erased them. Okay. And whatever are required and whatever are being given to us in this activity, I have kept in this. Okay, chalo. So let's start. The number root 2 is shown on our number line. Steps are given to show root 3 on the number line using root 2. Fill in the boxes properly and complete the activity. So first point comes that the point Q on the number line shows the number. So where is point Q? Point Q is here on the number line. It shows which point? Root 2. So our answer will come here as root 2. Right? Okay. Then a line perpendicular to the number line is drawn through the point Q. You can see a line perpendicular to number line is drawn through the point Q. Point Q is here. So this is my line. You can see it's perpendicular. This line is drawn perpendicular through this point Q on the number line. Point R is at unit distance from Q on the line. Point R is here and it is at a unit distance. Unit means 1. So you can see that I have already taken 1 here in my previous video. And this is also 1. And I had told you that I had taken the scale of 6 inches. Right now, 6 inches is equal to 1 unit for showing it here clearly to you. Okay, whatever scale you want to use, you are at that liberty. You can use scale of your choice. Okay, so here also it is 1. That means this RQ is nothing but 6 inches in other words. Okay, but talking in this sense in the terms of our scale, this is 1 unit. So RQ is 1 unit. So point R is at unit distance from Q. So Q से लेके R तक एक unit distance है. इससे मैंने यहाँ पे 1 लिखा हुआ है. Okay. Now right angle triangle ORQ, ORQ, this one, correct ना? यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक, फिर ऐसा and then back. This triangle, okay, is a right angle triangle so obtained by drawing segment OR. Right now, when I join this O and R, my right angle triangle gets completed. Okay. Now length OQ is root 2. See, this is root 2 being given to you. This is 0. So from 0 to 1, this is 1. From 0 to here, it is root 2. From 0 to here it is 2, correct? Na? So OQ is from 0 to Q. So sorry, from O to Q it is 0 to here. From 0 it's up to here. So this is root 2. So it's given to us. Length QR is 1. Length QR is this much. Okay. QR is 1. Then by Pythagoras theorem, length OR square is equal to OQ square plus QR square. Correct? Huh? If you have forgotten, let me repeat it one more time for you. Pythagoras theorem says that square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Right? So same thing is here. Hypotenuse squared, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum means addition, sum of the squares of the other two sides. Alright, comma. Now we have to fill in this empty boxes. Length OQ square, where is OQ? OQ is given to me as root 2. So in this box I will get root 2, correct? Plus length QR, QR is 1. So here I will get 1. Okay, and these squares are already written in blue ink. Alright, now root 2 square is how much? Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Correct, na? Remember your laws of indices? So root 2 into root 2, whenever we multiply two root numbers, like you see, so root A into root A. Correct, this is root A square, right? Na? This is nothing but root A into root A, and this is equal to what? Root A square, and this comes as A square. Whenever this root goes off, this becomes as 1 upon 2, and then this 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, so we are left with A raised to 1, that is equal to A. Okay, this is the basic part, okay, which I had taught you in my previous videos also. Okay, so those who have not seen those videos, okay, they can get it, they got it from here as well. Alright, so this root 2 square becomes 2. How it comes to, I had showed you with variable A. Alright, then 1 square is 1 only, because 1 side is 1. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. Correct, na? Now this 3 what we are getting is nothing but length OR square. And here they are asking us OR. And if you remember, I taught you in my previous videos also, and before that also I had taught you in other videos as well. But immediate video was the last one which I did, where I told you, where I taught you that to get rid of this square, right now we need to use square root on both the sides. Okay, so when you use square root on both the sides, when you take square root on both the sides, okay, this square root and square gets cancelled out, and this 3 gets root. So this becomes under root of 3. Okay, so we get root 3. That means now length OR I am getting as root 3. Okay, so now see this root 3 I didn't wrote here, whereas root 2 I wrote because in my previous video I was trying to show you how to plot it. Right now here they have already given us constructed, and we have to just fill in this box, these boxes, and complete the activity properly. Okay, now that is the reason why I am not writing here root 3. But if you want to write, now I will write it for you so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So here this hypotenuse in previous video was root 2. In this video, as per question number 1, okay, OR is nothing but your root 3. Understood? Similarly, whenever we plot something else, you will get your root 4 and all. Like you know that the value of root 4 is 2. That means if I attempt to draw root 4, correct, na, it will come on this one. So this line, after drawing one perpendicular over here, I will get this as whatever I take this point, this hypotenuse will become root 4. And root 4 is nothing but 2. Okay. Alright, so root 3 I wrote it for you here. Now draw an arc with center O and radius OR. Now with center O and radius OR, I have drawn one arc like that. Wherever this arc intersects with our number line, that point is our root 3, which is given to us. Mark the point of intersection of the line and the arc as point C. The point C shows the number root 3. Alright, and I have just done one extra part for you, that if I go exactly this much distance on the left side, towards the left side of 0, I will get minus root 3. This I had shown you as extra part, okay, to make you understand in much more better way, because in last video when we were trying to plot root 2 on number line, we had even seen there that where minus root 2 lies on the number line. Okay, so minus root 2 was lying exactly opposite on the left of 0, I mean to say, okay, exactly on this side of 0 at the same distance. So whatever distance was OQ was this much distance, right? If you remember, this point was R in my previous video, if you see, correct na? But since in this activity they are giving me point R over here, so I have erased that point R from here and I have put that R here. But otherwise for root 2, this distance and this distance are same. So towards the right it is plus root 2, towards the left of 0 it is minus root 2. In the same way, towards the right of 0, if we have OC as root 3, from here to here at same distance, okay, but towards the left of 0 we will get minus root 3, correct? Like if I want root 4, so root 4 will come at this point because root 4 value is 2. So from here to here it is 2, so from here to here it is minus 2, okay, and this keeps on going. Alright, so I hope that the entire activity was very clear and very well understood by one and all, okay, and I hope that I have done justice with my work, and I have succeeded in putting the activity in your head. I hope that okay, and my dear children, it's very easy actually. It will take some time for those who are away from mathematics and not studying regularly, but my dear children, it's a humble request. Please, I suggest you that remove some time regularly, okay, every day remove some time for this subject, okay, because this subject, maths and science, they don't come in your control that easily. Alright, so I suggest you that keep studying, keep growing, keep practicing, keep smiling, always be tension free. Right now, nothing is impossible for a willing heart, as I always say. Okay, so even if you will to score well and do well in your mathematics, nobody can stop you from achieving those goals. Okay, so I wish you all the very best and see you soon in my next video. Till then, bye bye.